Okay, it's now, let me introduce Sandra. Sandra Edwards is a certified intuitive hand analyst. She focuses on life purpose, discovery, and personality style rather than the prediction of the future. She's helping people through life transitions, has been her focus and her mission for more than 40 years. I'm talking about an expert. Beginning with a 30-year career helping people through their divorce process, now as a hand analyst with guidance based on the information in their own hands. So let me welcome Sandra Edwards.
So I'm a hand analyst. But before I get into that, let me tell you something about my lineage. Like, I've really been inspired by my Grandma Sims, who in the early 1900s came all the way from Minnesota to western North Dakota. She homesteaded on the edge of the North Dakota Badlands by herself. I mean, I can't even imagine what kind of tenacity and work that it takes to survive in that harsh land. I mean, the severe winters and the glaring summers. I do know that every day she had to shovel coal for heat and for cooking. She drew the water from the well. She cooked for the men in the field during the summer. And of course, they loved their apple pie. And she milked the cows twice a day. It was endless. You know, I think I actually inherited some of that willfulness and some of that energy that she had. I mean, just for an example, when I went skydiving, like, it was never on my bucket list to jump out of an airplane when it's 10,000 feet above the earth. That was my sister's dream. My sister Gloria, she's very quick and she always knows what she wants. Come, it's my 70th birthday. I'm going to jump out of an airplane. Everybody's coming. Some to jump, some to watch. Come on, it'll be a party. Well, yeah, 70th birthday, I'll be there. That's a big deal, 70th birthday. But jump out of an airplane? That sounds kind of crazy. Well, the day arrived. It was a beautiful day, sunshine, no wind. It took a little while to drive to the tiny airfield outside Three Forks, Montana. People were arriving. Coolers, folding chairs, spectator sport, who knew? There was a little cottage or a little building there that sufficed as an office. I walk in just to see what's going on. People are signing up, and I'm thinking, this is an opportunity. I mean, how many opportunities do you have to jump out of an airplane? It sounds scary, but, you know, everybody does it. Nothing terrible happens. So I could do this. I grab the form, sign it, pay the money, and I'm committed to jumping. Oh, I'm committed to jumping. Soon it's my turn. We're walking towards the airplane with very reluctant legs that keep wanting to go backwards. The tandem guy's walking with me. He has a camera on his wrist. He's taking pictures and talking. We get into the plane. It's very tiny. We have to sit on the floor. And there's no door on that airplane. You could just fall right out. So I get hooked up to the tandem guy, He keeps taking pictures, wah, 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 wah. Don't hear a word he's saying until, put your feet out the door. What? Put your feet out the door. Oh my gosh, feet out the door. That's when my toes start talking to me. No, no, don't make us. It's dangerous. We're going to die. Ah! The next thing I know, we're free falling towards the earth 100 miles a minute. Ah! Why doesn't he pull the cord? What's the matter? Why doesn't he pull the cord? Finally, he does pull the cord, and the parachute opens. Wow, this is beautiful. Look how green everything is. And there are the 3 rivers that forms the headwaters of the Missouri River. And there's my people down there in that little speck of grass. Wow, what a perspective. And isn't that what I love? I mean, my business is all about perspective. What I do is I look at hands and help people discover what's the new perspective, as if they were in a parachute looking down at their life at all of the possibilities. So everybody's character is in their hands. And one of the things that I look at is the Heartline. Now the Heartline is just one little piece of the puzzle, but we can learn a lot from that one little line. Now the elements that describe the Heartlines are fire and water, air and earth. So look at your hands. Notice the shape, the texture, the color, the lines. I mean, it's all of that. All of those markers and so much more, most especially the fingerprint patterns that we look at when revealing your own story. It's really fascinating. So back to the Heartline. It starts here under the pinky and moves emotional energy across the palm towards the thumb. Now where it ends tells us your Heartline type, your communication style, and your non-negotiable need. Non-negotiable need is really important because it tells you what you really need in relationship to be happy. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about each Heartline. So fire, the non-negotiable need is passion. You know, in thinking about Grandma Sims's hand, what it might have looked like, I was thinking it might be a fire Heartline. Because what kind of passion would it take to come all the way from Minnesota over to North Dakota to homestead by herself? Fire people really know what they want, and they know how to get it if they're being true to themselves. And anger flares quickly and disappears just as quickly. Fire burns fast. Why did you do that? What would you like for dinner? So the next one is water Heartline. Water Heartline needs connection. It needs connection, connection, connection. And they're all about other people. They want to take care of other people. They want to be in other people's lives. And they like to rescue. Like, on with the rescue cape. I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it. Leave it to me. I'll do it. You know, I have a client who came to me crying. She had just split up from her boyfriend. And she'd been taking care of that man for a long time. So she was just burned out. And we look at her hand and see that she has 2 beautiful water heart lines. She just had so many self-care issues to deal with. But she jumped right in. Now, the fire and water lines are curvy, and that means emotional. They have to express feelings. The next 2, air and earth, are straight. They don't want to talk about feelings. Sometimes they don't even know that they have feelings. So air is, the non-negotiable need is meaning. Has to have meaning in their life, in their work, and in their relationships. And they're in their head a lot, thinking about feelings. They have to learn how to overprocess everything, but especially feelings. And they have to bring it down into their body. They have to learn to bring it into their body and feel it in the gut. Now, I'm an example of an air heart line. Like, remember when I was deciding to go skydiving, I was thinking, opportunity. 70th birthday. Everybody does it. I guess I can do it. See, I wasn't listening to my feelings, which were saying, no, don't do that. That's a bad idea. Probably a good thing, though, because I got to have the experience. So earth, the non-negotiable need is freedom. They need a sense of freedom in their work and in their relationships. And they really don't like chaos. Like, just give me a simple life. And they're very protective and loyal to the people in their life. Like, I have a client, Stacy, who overheard someone bad-mouthing her friend, and she just did not hesitate to jump right in and protect her friend. Our earthy people are very practical, and they give practical gifts. Like, you're not going to get lingerie and flowers from an earthy. You're more likely to get your car washed.
Nice.
So that's why I like doing what I do. Helping people find the perspective. Oh, I forgot to say that you probably experience all of these heart lines. But that makes so much sense to me because, most of us have all of the elements expressed in our hand in some way. But it's really important to be an expert in in your own heartline, and to I'm just losing my words. It's so frustrating. You want to be an expert in your own heartline type. And you want to be as authentic to yourself as possible, as often as possible. So that's why I like doing what I do. Help people find the perspective in their life so that they can see all the possibilities as if they were in a parachute.